Help me decide. 3 things. 1, I wake up every morning feeling nothing like P. Diddy. But the people who do feel like P. Diddy lately have won lotteries because they have trafficked me, video footage of me, which is why I'm against any kind of video recordings of me unless it's this. Like, I know about this. Yes, I can hear you guys in the future. So the point is, I think my son also can hear maybe a couple hours in the future, but it's not as loud as me. Like, I have that weird quantum mutation and quantum field anytime a door is open, which is this. I can hear the future. So there are cameras everywhere, and yeah, I can hear anyone watching me on cameras. I think there's this corrupt FBI agent, maybe CIA agent, maybe a couple of them, who kept hacking where I work since the day that I started working in March of 2023. I mean, I could hear people watching me 24/7 on the work cameras, which were visible, by the way, but I think my work was hacked. Every single employer, 3 of them. That would be Turbo Home Services, which is why I ran to Colorado to begin with, because I thought someone, not there, but someone was planning on kidnapping me from Houston. So I went to Colorado. Then I got stuck there. I mean, the car was reported stolen that they gave me keys to drive. A lot of stuff happened. I didn't steal anything, they didn't press charges, but it was really confusing. And then I got stuck in Colorado, and then I started to apply to everywhere, and that's why my resume is 25 pages long of skills, because you have to be prompted for that. And if you take a look at my resume, like no one takes that many skills tests unless they apply to jobs that require those skills. So that tells you a lot about how often I applied. I applied to 50 to 100 places. I just wanted to get out of being trafficked, you know what I mean? And at the time I didn't know my husband was behind all of this, and my mother too. Like, I didn't know that they were all the haters. Those are the haters. My husband, his immediate family, except his dad, not his dad, but everyone, they're just immediate haters. And so yeah, and I'm sure if you had pictures of my bosses from, like my boss from, so there was Turbo Home Services in Houston, then I get a job in Colorado, the first people that wanted to hire me. I was not picky, you understand? I'm not bougie. I just needed an hourly job that could pay my bills and get me probably a 1-bedroom apartment since I was stuck there. It was high pro. It was like a transportation trucking business, and that only lasted 2.5 months because someone was planning on kidnapping me from that location when no one was there. I had like a 2 hours a day where nobody was in the office. So I was there, and I have the me resigning or whatever. I have the letter that I sent to the owners of the company. I was like, I don't know who's hacking the Wi-Fi and stuff, but someone's watching. Like, someone bugged that office in Commerce City. And then yeah, Amazon was. This was October is when I quit from there, so it was July through October, and then I finally get a job with Amazon. I've always wanted to work for Amazon, even though it was a fulfillment center. I wish that were my first job in my entire life. If you need a job right away, go to Amazon, because I'm promoting them. I don't care. Traffickers followed me, but Amazon was good to me. So they were really understanding. I had to take a leave after the first month because of traffickers hacking their Wi-Fi system. So these people are so psychotic. They would find out, because they've been monitoring me, right? They would find out where I'm working, and then they would go and hack wherever I work, or they would find out where I'm hiring even, and they'll try to get a job or put one of their friends to get a job at the same location. I don't know who these psychos are. Again, I didn't know that half of them at least were my husband's friends and family. And my husband, I told on him in February of 2018, when I found a drawing that my daughter said, "I love my dad." This is what she drew. It was a sad little girl in a dress with color all over her face. It was a stick figure, but she had a sad face. And the writing, she has dyslexia, so she must have wrote this when she was 5. But it said, "I love my dad, but I have makeup on. I'm bleeding, I'm sad." And Trinity hated wearing dresses, so I don't know if she witnessed something, if it was her dad, or if it was someone my mom was dating who had a daughter, which there was this guy named David, which is the only one I could think of. But I called the 911 right away. I did all the right things. He sat in a police car for half a day, he sat in the back of a police car for at least 5 hours, and Trinity didn't remember anything. And then of course my mom intervenes, and his mom intervenes, and he didn't even have a job in February 2018, but in April of 2018, when he had a job for about 30 days, he decided to start triggering me telepathically. And this is when I was a new telepath, and I didn't know I had telepathy, trying to make me think I'm schizophrenic. And so his retaliation tells me a lot about what that drawing really meant. And he had me committed with his mother and my mother, who, by the way, I told on for trafficking me when I was a toddler, and trafficking my sisters who are younger than me. I told on her, okay? I've been telling on her my whole life. She fucking hates me. She's a racist, white supremacist bitch now. Like, we don't have anything in common. I hate her, okay? I hate you, Tammy. If you watch this, you troll. I do hate you. So she's the one who's been trying to help my husband leave me. She also likes to spread rumors saying my dad I was my dad's mistress, which is none of that is true. My dad died when I was 6, and all he ever did was try to protect us from my mother. She's been doing this thing where she pretends that things are happening that aren't actually happening. She's one of the people that have been attacking celebrities and elites. So that's the first thing. I need your help deciding. 1, and this, let me know. Number two, completely out of this topic. Number 2, and I mean, like, should they get warrants for arrest for what they've done to me? Let's see. If you read my witness security, which I will put in this thing, I'll put a link to it. Witness security. Am I asking for something that's legal? I am. So the question is, how long should it take for people to pick me up and give me witness security? I've obviously witnessed people abusing children my whole life. And number 3 is the most important one, and that's who has clearance to look up who's won lotteries multiple times, who can execute a resolve, like something like, first of all, witness security. So that includes change of names for me, Trey, that's my son William III, Trinity, and Alexis, even, because she's been raised orphaned. She was ripped from my sister. I have to be the one that poisoned her with fentanyl poisoning. And this is one of those things where I'm a medium and I saw the way that she died, and she was hit in the back of the head. And when she walked into the hallway that looks like where my mom was, and she was injected with a lethal dose of fentanyl in a needle form. So I don't know, maybe liquid, but that's what happened with my sister. She was moved, okay? My mother and her boyfriend, Clinton Miller, who lives in the Woodlands, Spring, Texas, they moved her body on ice in the back of his truck, and then they took her to a funeral home service where there was only a wake, and then she was cremated, but no one witnessed the cremation. No one even knows where her ashes are. And when I was at the funeral, Tammy, she like hovered over Sonja and talked shit to her corpse. So, like, telepathically, like, no one could hear that. Tammy misunderstands. She thinks everyone's deaf and she could just possess people if they don't like what she has to say or think. So the third thing is, not only do I want witness security, but I also want justice for my sister. Like, who can help me put this woman in prison? She sex trafficked my sister, since she didn't have telepathy, I didn't know anything. Everyone kept a secret from me until I turned 33. I'm not joking. And then the minute I turned 33, that's when they started saying I have a mental illness. So the third thing is, who can help me get justice for Sonja? That's my sister. Her picture's at the end of this. I love you, sister. I'm a medium. I hang out with her all the time, and I know that she abused my niece too. So did you know that you guys can press charges? So you can press charges. Everyone who's been claiming lotteries more than one time who haven't paid me. If you are an FBI agent, CIA agent, if you have the skill set to even hack people and find out what how they're getting paid and stuff like that, which usually you have to have clearance. But if you have the skill set, I need your help. I need your help getting witness security. I do. And I need your I need your help getting witness security, because I'll get 112,000 is for a family, for me and my daughter and my son and my niece. And my son and niece can get 45,000 for individual witness security. None of them have committed crimes. I know my niece was framed for some minor drug possession thing. I know my mother probably framed her because she wants out. She wants away from Tammy. This is one of those things where she's just hoping, yeah, she's probably encouraging my son, daughter, and my niece to get pregnant or date people. Like, since I've been here, I've been encouraged to be a stripper. I've never been a stripper. I don't want to be a stripper. I don't want to. I can quantum leap lotteries in a minute. I don't need to take my clothes off for money, and I don't want to. I drink a lot of coffee today. I'm not sorry.